Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Welcome to another instalment of Macro Monday. Today we've got the great Melbourne Bitter, which is sort of like the cousin of Victoria Bitter, VB. It's also by Carlton United Breweries, obviously, and they're out of Melbourne in Victoria. So the percentage on this one is 4.6, so just less than VB. I think VB is 4.9. Very similar flavour. I thought I've done VB a fair bit recently, so it'd be interesting to see how this compares. So yeah, let's give it a crack. Bit of smoke on the opening. So yeah, I've got my little pub dimple glass. Pours a similar colour, maybe a touch lighter. So yeah, it's sort of like like a medium to dark straw. Looks like it's got like a light to medium body, about a 1 finger head, quite spritzy. Let's go a little whiff. And quite malty. There's a bit of sweetness there. You're getting bread. And yeah, slightly grainy. Yeah, it's like a touch earthy. Maybe a touch of lemon. There's not really any fruit characteristic apart from that. It doesn't smell as like bitter, and it doesn't smell as bitter and earthy though as like what VB is. But yeah, Melbourne was fairly popular back in the day, and then it's sort of like faded out a little bit. But I've found in the last maybe probably 5 years, it's sort of started to creep back again. Like you're seeing quite a few people in the city drinking it. It's almost like turned into a slightly hipster beer. So yeah, let's dig in. Cheers, peeps. It's definitely got that bready, malty. It's probably not as grainy on the palate as what it is on the nose. You can nearly say biscuity sort of edge. It definitely comes across a bit lighter in the malt bill than what VB is. It's certainly nowhere near as bitter, I reckon. I reckon it has less of that green sort of touch to it. This one comes across like it's more about the sort of the malt rather than the... In VB, I get a lot of sort of earthiness and bitterness. So it's sort of like the easier... Like, in all honesty, the V... What is it? The VX is sort of similar to this, but it's more boozy. And then the low carb VB they brought out recently is probably similar to this. But yeah, they're all very similar. I mean, made by the same company. There's just subtle differences. And yeah, give me this any day over some of the other macros out there. It's sort of got a little, nearly say, like, it's not really a smooth drink. Like, there's dryness there, but it's almost like it drinks smoother than what VB does, if you get what I mean. But yeah, definitely a crusher. Sort of beer, if you went to like a pub gig and they had this on tap, you could just smash it all night. And yeah, obviously the bottle artwork's pretty much the same, just different colours. I love the fact, like, just with the M in the circle and that, it looks like something a kid would have created. But yeah, slides down pretty easy. I think a score for this, I reckon it'd be 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely a beer if it's on tap at a pub, where, like, if you're at a pub that's not a craft pub, like you're at a gig or like you're at a sporting event or something, they've got this there. It's a beer I definitely lean towards. Or yeah, you're at a party and you know what it's like when you go to parties sometimes. Alcohol's supplied, there'll be certain beers that are there and you're like, but yeah, this is a good one. Cheers, Tater. She's pretty quiet on the old YouTube at the moment. But yeah, I'm not surprised with most of my followers at the moment are UK or US based, and it's pretty much the middle of the night for both them. So I just finished a training day at work, and we got out early, and I was like, I'm going to do a Macro Monday beer review, and then I'm going to go chill outside for a while because it's a good day. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. And as far as Aussie Macro goes, it's definitely a go-to. I recommend it. But yeah, VB is definitely my fave. This is probably next behind that. So yeah, this was a 375ml bottle. You can also get it in cans the same size. The only disappointment with Melbourne is for some reason, since it's got trendy again, it's a bit dearer than the others. Maybe I don't think they make it in as bigger quantities as what they do with some of the others, so that might have something to do with it. Or the fact that it's appealing to some of the hipsters, they might think, oh, we can charge a little more for Melbourne. But yeah, I'm going to head off and I'll probably do a craft review later on today sometime. So I brought quite a few beers back from Melbourne yesterday. So look out for some good craft coming up. So cheers, peeps. We'll see you on the next.